Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Growing Up. More importantly, welcome to another episode of A Little Chat with Jay. Today's topic we're discussing is my top 5 best Call of Duty games of all time. Quick disclaimer before we hop into this video. Number 1, every Call of Duty that I have on this list is ranked based solely on multiplayer, which means campaign and whatever secondary mode it has does not count. That means Spec Ops, Zombies, Arcade mode, whatever the fuck. That shit does not count. It's all based on multiplayer, kill streaks, maps, guns, the whole 9. Number 2, this whole video will be opinion based. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So that means nobody should be salty in the comment section. Nobody should be offended by what I say. Granted, everything that I say in this video is gonna piss some people off, but everything I say is gonna have an explanation behind it. So there's no reason to be offended. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Get your popcorn, your soda, whatever. In other words, keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times and enjoy the ride. Pause. Finally, number 3. Speaking of Call of Duties not making the list, there are actually 2 Call of Duties that did not make the list, and this actually might piss some people off. One being everybody's favorite Call of Duty of all time, and the other one being the most underrated Call of Duty of all time. And you pretty much already know where I'm going with this, judging by that hint. So brace yourselves. The 2 Call of Duties that did not make the list: World at War, Black Ops 1. Now, calm down. Put your finger away from that dislike button. Delete your comment. Shut up. Let me explain. World at War. The reason World at War, and Black Ops 1 for that matter, did not make the list is because I never played it. Well, I played them, but I never played multiplayer. And seeing as this list is based solely on multiplayer, and I have not played multiplayer on this, and I had not played multiplayer on Black Ops 1, these 2 did not make the list. Now, if I had, they would have. But I did not play multiplayer. I've attempted multiplayer on this, but the shit's hacked to the teeth just like every other Call of Duty. It's unplayable. Then the first 5 seconds I ran into a bitch with God mode. I said, nope, not finna deal with it. Not finna deal with this hacking shit. Black Ops 1, never even played the campaign. I wish. But I never played the campaign, I never played multiplayer on there, and I only played Zombies on there, and I played that once. And at the time when that game came out, I wasn't even interested in Black Ops 1. I wasn't interested in Call of Duty as a whole until I got Modern Warfare 3 in 2011. As far as I'm concerned, the only Zombies game I love the most, as a matter of fact, let me rephrase that, my favorite Zombies game of all time, Left 4 Dead 2 and the Xbox 360. I don't care what anybody say. You haven't played that, you missed out, fam. Now, you may be asking yourself, what game did Jay possibly replace Black Ops 1 and World at War with? Well, you may be surprised, and you may be a little bit pissed off, but hear me out. Coming in at number 5, Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, before you murder me in the comments, let me explain. When this game first came out, everybody and their mama, including myself, shit on this game saying it was the worst Call of Duty of all time. And while it was, fast forward 3 years into the future, you got 3 of the shittiest Call of Duties of all time. 2014, 2015, 2016. You got Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare in that order. And what does all 3 Call of Duties have in common? Advanced movement. Did we ask for that shit? Fuck no. Sledgehammer Games, who led the goddamn charge, and Treyarch and Infinity Ward hopped on that bandwagon and stole that shit from Titanfall and Destiny. So you play those and you go back to Ghosts, you realize Ghosts wasn't that bad. Especially if you're a Battlefield fan. You play Ghosts, you realize how many features they have in this game that are similar to Battlefield. When Black Ops 2 was getting repetitive and Black Ops 2 started to die out and people just started saying fuck Black Ops 2 and went back to Battlefield, Infinity Ward was watching and they was taking notes and they said, people like Battlefield so much, why don't we just incorporate some features from Battlefield and put it in Ghosts? So while Ghosts was in development, they put a bunch of Battlefield features in Ghosts, and voila. People shit on this game because they didn't realize what Ghosts actually was. When I played Battlefield Hardline, and I just downloaded that game about a week ago, and I've been playing the shit out of that game ever since. I realized when playing that game that Infinity Ward had a heavy inspiration from Battlefield, and they incorporated a couple of features from Battlefield and they put it in Ghosts. One of the main things people complained about was the hit detection. They said you die too fast in this game. Well, you die too fast in Battlefield. It's supposed to be realistic. You die fast as shit about it. You die faster on Battlefield than you do on this, so it's nothing to complain about. As far as I'm concerned, the hit detection is the best thing about Ghosts. Another thing people complained about, the contextual link. That came from Battlefield. Another thing that people complained about when it came to Ghosts was the fact that Ghosts has some big ass maps. Battlefield is known for having some big ass maps, and I applaud Infinity Ward for that. The bigger the maps, the better. It keeps the camping to a minimum. How many times have you walked into a room, like say Black Ops 2 for example, say Raid? How many times have you walked into that room and somebody was camping behind the fucking window? How many times have you walked into a store and somebody was camping behind the fucking counter? How many times you walked into the barn and somebody was camping by the haystack? There is nowhere to go. Somebody's always laying down with a fucking shotgun, an LMG, or a sniper rifle. Ain't none of that in this game. There's a lot of space in the bigger maps. Granted, that shit happens in Battlefield as well. People sitting in one area camping with sniper rifles and shit. But the fact is, on Battlefield, they move around with the sniper rifles, unlike in Call of Duty. Because the Battlefield is known for having some long ass games. Team Deathmatches are 30 minutes long in Battlefield Hardline. Conquest Large, that shit is an hour long. Unless it was the one that I was on, that shit was an hour 8 minutes. Like I said, the bigger the map, the better. It keeps the camping to a minimum. Like the biggest map on this game that I know of is Stonehaven. Stonehaven is also the worst map in the game. Where somebody camps in the back of the map, ain't nobody going back there. It's a lot of space. So there's no way in hell you should be going in the back of the map. You gotta go out and get your kills. That's the best thing about these maps. If you camp in the back of the map the entire time, how the fuck are you gonna get a kill? Only way you get a kill is by some miracle that Call of Duty spawns somebody right in front of you. Which will most likely never happen because the spawn system in this game, even though it's shitty, if you in a big ass map, nobody spawns in front of you. They spawn off to the side of some shit. That's what I loved about this game. And people don't acknowledge that shit. They always so quick to talk about the baddest shit on this game and bury it 6 feet under without looking at the good in the game. And I ain't even telling you about the best thing about the game yet. The best thing in the game, for me, and it's on the back of this shit, look at this. A changed world, redefined multiplayer, and all new squads mode. That is the single best thing about Ghost. Squads. Not only do you get practice playing against bots, it doesn't matter what difficulty, the higher the difficulty, the more XP you get. You play against bots on Ghost, and I don't think any other Call of Duty has this. Actually, no other Call of Duty has this. You play against bots on Ghost, you actually rank up. You play multiplayer, and you keep getting cleaned up, you don't ever get a kill, but by some miracle, you make it to rank 5. Play squads, you unlock everything in squads. You rank up to a high rank in squads, and like everything that happens in squads affects regular multiplayer. So level 5 in multiplayer, you rank up to like rank 25 in squads, you automatically rank 25 in multiplayer. Is the game still ass? I'm just saying, man. I ain't even done yet. We still got the guns to go through. We got the maps to go through. First thing we're gonna go through is the guns. We're gonna talk about the assault rifles. So out of all the assault rifles, you got the SC-2010, ass. The SA-805, ass. AK-12, pretty decent. FAD, it's okay in this game, but it's ass compared to the ones on MW3 and MW2. The Remington R5, second best assault rifle in this game. The MSBS, you know I love my 3-round burst assault rifles, but this MSBS is ass. Honey Badger, best assault rifle in the game. It's balanced, it has a built-in silencer, which means you can add more customization. As far as SMGs go, you got the Bison, you got the CBJ-MS, the Vector, CRB, the Vepr, K7, and the MTAR X. The only good SMG is the MTAR. That's it. Now as we go to maps, there are 15 maps in this game, or 14 plus the Freefall DLC map, which is the worst map in the game, aside from Stonehaven. But for the 14 maps, out of all 14 maps minus the DLC, there are 9 maps in this game that I absolutely love, that people shit on, that I think are underrated actually. Prison Break, favorite map in the game. Octane, love Octane. Tremor, love it. Freight, love it. Whiteout, ass. Stormfront, ass. Siege, love it. Warhawk, love it. Sovereign, love it. Overlord, hate it. Stonehaven, ass. Worst map in the game, some Game of Thrones type shit, I don't know why the fuck that's even in the game. Chasm, hate it. People kept camping in that one room. Flooded, hate it. Strike Zone, love it. Freefall, hate it. And that's it for Ghost. Coming in at number 4, Black Ops 2. Now, when the game first came out, it was probably the most overhyped game in my opinion, and I got my hands on it, and I had a lot of fun, I'm not gonna hold you. As the days went by, I'm not even gonna say days, as the months went by, like after the first year, the game started to die out, it started to get boring, it started to get repetitive. Kind of like GTA 5 is now. I just didn't want to play this shit no more. Coincidentally, my disc broke, and I couldn't play this shit no more. Assault rifles. Like I said when I'm talking about Ghost, the MTARs and the assault rifle in this game, by far the best assault rifle in this game, for me at least. I don't care what anybody says. You also got the Type 95, the SWAT 556, the FAL OSW, the M27, Scar H, which ain't got shit on the Scar L, the SMR, the M8A1, and the AN94. The only good assault rifles in this game, the MTAR, the Type 95, the SWAT, and the FAL. Submachine guns, the MP7, the PDW, the Vector K10, the MSMC, the Chicom CQB, and the Scorpion Evo. No bad SMG. This is why I love Black Ops 2 before I lost interest. The best SMGs you could ever use in any Call of Duty, ever. As far as the maps go, we got Aftermath, love it. Cargo, hate it. Carrier, hate it. Drone, love it. Express, hate it. Hijack, love it. Meltdown, love it. Overflow, love it. Plaza, hate it. Raid, love it. Slums, love it. Standoff, love it. 3 of my favorite maps. Turbine, I'm like half and half. I like that map because that one I got my highest KD on, but I hate that map because everybody be camping in that room with that fucking turbine, or that 50 cal rather, that fucking turret, I should say. Yemen, love it. Nuketown, love it. Coming in at number 3, and this actually might surprise some people. This actually might surprise some people. This actually might make people think I'm biased because 3, 2, and 1 are all Infinity War. Not only are they Infinity War, but they're all Modern Warfare. So that is kind of biased within itself, but I am an Infinity War guy. I don't like Treyarch one bit. But coming in at number 3, Call of Duty 4. Now, people may be asking, why didn't this come higher on the list? I'm going to tell you why. Because of the lack of guns. It's not the fact that the game is limited with the lack of guns, but there's also no kill streaks. I thought I was tripping when I played Modern Warfare Remastered. I haven't played Call of Duty 4 in a minute. Hot minute. I played Modern Warfare Remastered. I noticed there was no kill streaks. I also saw there was a lack of guns, and I thought I was tripping. I went back to the PS3 before it got fucked up, and I looked on Modern Warfare, on Call of Duty 4, and I realized it's the same shit. There's not a lot of guns, and there is absolutely no kill streaks. There's actually preset kill streaks. Everybody has these same kill streaks. That's the biggest downfall for multiplayer of Call of Duty 4. Everybody has the same preset kill streak. UAV, Predator missile, and attack chopper. But aside from that, the fun factor of the game is where it's at. The game is fun, the guns are beasts, some of them, and a lot of the maps in the game are actually fun to play on. And I'm actually about to go through those maps right now. I really ain't got much to say about Call of Duty 4 except that it started it all and it's one of the best. Assault rifles, the M16, which is the newest gun out of all of them that everybody uses because it's a 3-round burst. I used it too. AK-74, too much fucking recoil. You got the G3-6C, which is my favorite assault rifle in the game. That shit is a beast. And then you got the M4 carbine, which is an exact replica of the M16, but it's actually fully automatic and not 3-round burst. And it's small and it's skinny. As far as submachine guns go, you got the MP5, which is the best submachine gun in this game, or the second best rather. You got the P90, which is the best. I love the Scorpion. You also got the Mini Uzi. Then you got the AK-74U. I love the AK-74U. Everything else is garbage. As far as the maps go, I'm going to tell you which ones I like and I'm going to tell you which ones I hate. Ambush, I like Ambush. Backlot, I like Backlot. Block, I'm like half and half on Block. Bog, fuck Bog. That map is ass. Broadcast, as far as DLC goes, Broadcast, Chinatown, Creek, Kill House. Love them all. Countdown, ass. Crash, love it. Crossfire, love it. District, hate it. Downpour, fucking hate it. I don't know which map is worse. Downpour on Call of Duty 4 or Nightwoods on Battlefield Hardline. I can't see a goddamn thing. Overgrown, love it. Pipeline, love it. Shipment, hate it. Worst map in the game. There is nowhere to take cover. It's just spawn trap and central. Showdown, I'm like half and half. Strike, I like it. Vacant, favorite map in the game because it reminds me of GoldenEye 7 on the N64. Wentworth, fucking hate it. Sniper Central, hate that map so much. And that's Call of Duty 4. Coming in at number 2, and this actually might surprise some people, considering it's my favorite Call of Duty of all time, multiplayer wise, and people probably thought this would be my number 1. I'm biased, but I ain't that goddamn biased. Coming in at number 2, Modern Warfare 3. I love Modern Warfare 3, but Modern Warfare 3 is fun as hell. The only downfall of Modern Warfare 3 is that you need way too many fucking kills just to get a goddamn kill streak. The death streaks is the worst. It's the only Call of Duty that actually has death streaks. But aside from that, I mean, you needed like 17 kills just to get a fucking Juggernaut. The most kills that you ever had to get for a kill streak was 25 even, and that was for Moab. The Moab being the nuke, and only a select few people got that. For assault rifles, unlike the campaign for Call of Duty 4, some of the guns on Call of Duty 4's campaign was not on multiplayer, and I was upset at that. That's the other downfall for Call of Duty 4. The M4A1, it was in Modern Warfare 2, and it was also in Modern Warfare 3. You can use it as a primary assault rifle. I love it. The M16, 3-round burst, loved it. Scar L, love it. CM901, love it. Type 95, love it. G36C, love it. ACR 6.8, one of the most OP assault rifles in the game, but I still loved it. The MK14, that's actually kind of ass. AK-47, too much fucking recoil, but it actually wasn't that bad in this game. And then the FAD, straight up beast. As far as assault rifles go, you got the MP5, the UMP45, the PP90M1, the P90, the PM9, and the MP7, all straight up beasts. Now, as far as the maps go, and this game got some pretty beast-ass maps. I'm gonna tell you which ones I like, and I'm gonna tell you which ones is ass. Seatown, I'm half and half on that map. You always had people camping in the creases and shit. This map actually made me quit playing this game because there's this little platform on the side of the dome. There's a ladder on both sides that leads up to that platform. There's no way, shape, or form that you can get on top of the dome. But one day, some hacking ass bitch got on top of the dome, started sniping everybody, and I rage quit and stopped playing the game for a whole fucking month. Maybe 2. Arcading, always hated that map. Bakara, that shit is sniper central. I hated Bakara. I used to call it Baraka. Resistance, love that map. That's actually my favorite map in the game. That Downturn is actually good for Infected. I miss Infected, bro. I wish they would have kept that in the game. I hope Infected is in World War II. I would love to play that. It was only ass when you was the one infected. Bootleg actually wasn't that bad of a map. It was actually pretty fun. Then you got Carbon. I love that map. Hard Hat. I always hated that map. People always camped in that fucking tube or in that one room with sniper rifles and LMGs and shit. I hated that map. Lockdown. I love Lockdown, even though people got camping in the fucking windows. Village. Started off hating that map because people kept camping on that fucking tree stump. But then every time I caught somebody camping right there, it was always a shot to the face, and I learned to love this map. Fallen. Love Fallen, even though people kept camping underneath the goddamn sliding board. Outpost, I loved Outpost. Interchange, I hated Interchange. I never got a kill on that map. Underground, I loved Underground. And Mission, I love Mission. Mission was actually my second favorite map. Overall, this game got some pretty beast-ass maps with the exception of Arcading, Interchange, and Hard Hat. That's about it. And finally coming in at number 1, Modern Warfare 2. The greatest Call of Duty of all time. My number 1 ain't gonna never change. Best Call of Duty ever. Has the best guns, has the best maps, has the best kill streaks in my opinion. I only played this game for 3 hours and I had the most fun I ever had playing Call of Duty. I had more fun playing Modern Warfare 2 than Modern Warfare 3 to be honest with you. The assault rifles, you got the M4A1, you got the FMAS, that gun is actually ass. The Scar H is actually one of the best assault rifles in this game, but it ain't got shit on the Scar L from Modern Warfare 3. The TAR 21, which is basically the MTAR without the M, it's still a beast though. FAL, straight up beast. M16 beast. ACR beast. The F2000 beast. AK, still too much recon, but it's still a beast. Submachine guns, you got the MP5K, that's on Battlefield Hardline. The UMP45, also on Battlefield Hardline. The Vector, the P90, the Mini Uzi. All beasts, ain't none of them ass. Well, maybe the Vector's kind of ass. But all the other ones are pretty fucking good. As far as the maps go, this game got some crazy ass maps. Probably some of the best maps I ever played on. I played on down there all of them. There are some maps that I haven't played on, but we got Afghan. I love that map. Derail. Derail, excuse me. I love that map. The State, love that map. Favela, love that map. High Rise, love it. Invasion, love it. Karachi, I almost said Karuchi. Thinking Karuchi Tran. Karachi, love it. Quarry, love it. Rundown, love it. Rust, never played on it. Scrapyard, never played on it. Skid Row, never played on it. Subbase, I actually hate that map. Terminal, best map in the game. Underpass, never played on it. Wasteland, second favorite map in the game. Love it. Need I say more? What else is there that makes Modern Warfare 2 the best Call of Duty of all time? Well, did I mention that as the best kill streaks? I'm not gonna name them all because we're almost out of time. We 52 minutes in, so I'm gonna just end it here. I'm out, man. Peace. Fuck Donald Trump. I'm gonna take a little break from recording. My goddamn throat hurt. I've been talking for a whole fucking hour. This shit took about 60 takes, but it is what it is. Toodles.
Bye, have a great time.